Hey, it's I'm very tired right now. It's 10:30 right now. So uh an hour and a half. Yeah, I think it's my mathematics is not so good, but 1 hour and a half left before my birthday. Woohoo! If you watch my recent video, I mentioned that I've been feeling overwhelmed. I mean, I don't still do more or less. I've been going through with different stuff, not just not just with works actually, just personal life and some mental stuff. So yeah, even though I look kind of tired right now and I feel tired right now, but I still want to record this video just you know 1 hour and a half before my official 21 years old. I think I mentioned whenever someone asks me my age, I just tend to tell them I'm going to be 21 or something like that, because I don't really count, you know, 1st January as a new actual age. Like I count. I mean, it makes sense, right? I think it's normal people to just count like that, just January 1, and then you're in like a new age. But yeah, I mean, officially it's based on your birth date lah. So it's yeah. I don't really have anything prepared as usual. I just thought about talking, casually. I there's this one thing that I actually fear. Like I remember, in the past, there's been a few times my birthday wasn't happy lah. I cry. I feel sad. I feel down and stuff. So it's kind of like a, I don't know if it's trauma. Yeah, but you know, for someone especially that have OCD, experiencing OCD, it's very easy to just keep worrying. Is my birthday gonna be happy? You know, it's bad things gonna happen, but I sort of decided that whatever is on my birthday, whatever might happen, I'm just gonna accept it for what it is. It sounds kind of like generic to just say deal with it, but it's more like accepting for the things that I can't control. It's weird because it's the idea of, oh, today is my birthday, so that means I have to cherish it. I have to enjoy it. It's a special day. But what about the rest of the day? I mean, sure, it makes sense that birthday is a special day, but doesn't mean that you know the rest of the day is meaningless. So it makes me it makes me think about it. If if I only value so much on this special day, and I can only experience it one day, 24 hour out of you know this 365 day 5 years in what the fuck 365 days in a year. So yeah, I got confused. So yeah, which is something I thought about it. So no, whatever I'm feeling right now, I don't have to fake being happy or fake smiling. If I feel down or feel sad, or if I feel boring or tired, I want to be true to myself. Just showing my emotions. I'm not like lashing out to others lah, but at least not trying to hide the fact that I might be feeling something else. Instead of happy all day and just the whole day is just like smooth. Something might happen, so I just wanna welcome it for what it is. So yeah, I want to talk about something else. Talk about like a recap, like a reflection for when tomorrow and tomorrow. All right, because yeah, there's 1 hour and a half yet. I just wanna talk about some few things. A very short summary before my official 21. So yeah, it's been a long years. Yeah. It's been I've been going through a lot of things. I say, if you disregard, if you don't compare with anyone, I think there's no point really to compare. You don't have to be 50 to consider yourself to go through a lot. I think we all go through a lot, even if you're a high school teen. We all go through different things, and I think it's unhealthy to just think, oh, I have worse, I experience worse and more than you. I think there's no point to compare, because if you're struggling just like my friend Ren always says that. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. I don't know what time, probably during my lunch break, or maybe my nighttime, but I think more likely it would be daytime, because if I wanna, if I talk longer and then I wanna upload to YouTube, it's gonna take a while. I have to scan the whole thing like twice. So, and then right now it's already 6 minutes. So last time when my video was like 28 minutes, it's already taking quite some time to upload. So usually I have to wait until like, I don't know, 11 or 12 or even 1 a.m. to for it to finish upload. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I should do like a fake jump, so like a transition, and then it would change. Oh my god. Is that a good transition? Alright, so today is 18 August. Yay! So yeah, I got my lemonade. Tastes pretty good. Slip slip. So today is my official 21 birthday. Usually when you look at social media or any social platform, people post about them having like a party, or just something big. I don't. I never really have this like cross my mind. Like when I look at them, I never really thought, damn, I would wanna have that. So I think it's normal. I don't think that everyone needs to have that or wants to have that. I think it's what want more is just like a more peaceful day, I guess. Like I wish nothing bad happened, but even though it's your birthday, but sometimes you can't avoid if something might just happen to you. So I think it's more about accepting and welcoming for whatever it is. I think I don't remember. I haven't really like I watched my last night video once, but I don't remember most of the thing. I mean, I don't remember certain things what I just said. But I think to me, when it comes to that day, right, on your birthday, usually we might treat it as something perfect. Wait, let me just turn on the fan. All right, there we go. I mean, there's a fan right there, but it's quite far from me, so I'm gonna have another fan. And since I sit quite close to uh, the balcony, so it would be hard. Yes, yes, I know. Yes, I know. I'm a privileged kid. I'm grateful for whatever I have, to be honest. Even though I do, complain a lot. So, but I'm still grateful, because it's not about compare with who have it better or who have it worse. It's more like if you see someone struggling, but maybe that struggle is such a insignificant thing for you, doesn't mean for someone else it will be the same. So I think it's more about supporting them lah. And when you are the one that struggle, I think it's important not to disregard that. So yeah. So for this birthday, last night I mentioned, I didn't want to have this mindset of, oh, today it's my birthday, so I'm gonna, it's gonna be the greatest, or it's gonna be the most special day compared to others. I mean, obviously you can say it is special. It's different. You might have family and friends to celebrate your birthday, so you don't do that too often. I do it like once a year. But I think my idea is about, if if I just treat this day as like the most important day, then what about the other days? So it's something that I'm learning too. That realize that every day might be the same, but it's something. It's a part of growing up. You don't need to have something big or profound or meaningful to happen every day. I think it depends on what you think the term meaningful are. It's more like, you could be like me. I could be playing a video game. It could be like 30 minutes of video games, and then I just, even though I lose, even though I lost, but I enjoy the game, then that 30 minutes, it's already meaningful. And in the game, I might be able to chat with someone else, because sometimes when you play video games, like those kind of mobile, I think it's called mobile, right? I don't remember. It's kind of like the mass multiplayer game, like the 5 versus 5 type of thing, like the Dota or League of Legends. Sometimes people can be toxic. So whenever I have chance to just talk to anyone in the game, joke about anything, it's fun. It doesn't have to be something too profound. Especially just because it's my birthday doesn't mean everything's gonna go smooth. It might happen, and I would be grateful, regardless of how smooth it is, or how awful it is. I think it's kind of like the idea of, in stoicism, to live according to nature. If in another way, if the nature decided that it wants you to fuck it up, so that you just gonna you just gonna have to face it. I mean, it sounds, like I said last night, very generic lah, but I think when you put meaning to pain and suffering, you gain something from it, you learn something from it. So what if I fucked up, you know next Monday or next week, or next month, I learned something from it, instead of just, for me, for someone that deals with OCD and anxiety. It's very easy to just constantly worrying and thinking about the same thing, even though I know it would be okay, but my brain is just like, it keeps thinking and thinking and thinking. So it can be struggling, but it's something to learn as well. If to change another perspective is, if you know if you were meant to mess something up, then you're gonna risk it. You're gonna, there's a 50-50 chance you won't know what happened next until it happened. I think it's the idea of hindsight. I think the definition of hindsight is like, you only uh, develop and understand something after it happens. So I don't think, for me, I always be like, I wish I do this, I wish I avoid this. It's like I only think like this after it happens. So after something happens which is very unhealthy, like for instance, if I want to play video game, I know it's like 12 p.m. 12 a.m. already. I was supposed to go to sleep, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just play another round, and then boom, it could be 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And then I had my fun. I go to bed, and then I start to be like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't play so long. So that's something. This video, I like I previous videos I mentioned that I didn't want to always have to go to, how to say, go to go to like, I don't want to plan too much of what I wanted to say, because I want to feel more free to talk about what's in my head, instead of like tying to something. But I also think it's good too. It's no necessarily good or bad lah. Sometimes you can just write down in a like point form, or something like that, and then you just follow it then, so you won't kind of go off the tangent, which is something I do quite often. Like I said, sometimes I try to make a point, but then I just keep going and going and going and going, and then I come back to the second point. So that could be something also. But Yeah, I mean, since it's like I'm doing YouTube for just casually, and I'm not doing like I mean, whether it's a form, it's a job or not, I didn't want to. I don't want to have this pressure to have to think so carefully what I need to say, what I have to say. Then it can be stressful. So I want to just go natural with it, and if I happen to feel like, oh, I want to write down some point form, then I would write down. So yeah, that that's it for this part. And I think the second part I want to talk about is my past. I think this video was supposed to be reflecting on my past. So I think in the past I was I think I was someone who is like extremely pessimistic. I think being positive or negative is nothing wrong with that. It's more like the I would look at them now more on healthy or unhealthy. So it's kind of like positivity and toxic positivity and those type of unhealthy negativity. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's kind of like if let's say positive is to look at things in a you know better outcome that you believe and you have faith and all that, giving love, support and all that. I think that's healthy positivity, and that's something that I've been doing too, to just spread love and kindness to others. But then it's toxic, and toxic positivity is kind of like you disregard everything, uh, disregard your feelings lah, that you're feeling awful, but then you just tell yourself, oh, it's just a small deal, just get over it and just be positive and things will be fine. I think that can be unhealthy. Could be considered as toxic because you're not really giving your time to feel how you feel, which sometimes whenever I struggle, not whenever, sometimes I struggle. Can be easy to just you want this feeling to go away because it doesn't feel pleasant, and it feels like it lasts forever. So it can be easy lah. And especially if you have people around you always tell you things like this, don't be positive, don't be negative, or just be happy, things will be fine, you're worrying too much or something like that. I think some people have the good intention, and some people just maybe they struggle it before, so they didn't want you to struggle too, so they would just they might think it's unnecessarily to spend too much time worrying or feeling sad about something, because I think the idea of being negative, which is like anger or sadness, grief, or what else do you have? Fear. It's considered as bad because too much of it can affect your daily life, and then you're, one day, and then you just pile it up, you stack up to 7 days, and then a month, a years, it can really affect your daily life. But I think there's a difference with healthy negativity, which is to allow yourself to feel how you feel, but it doesn't necessarily means you have to start finding like a random person or just start ranting without asking them if they are up to listen, which is something I'm practicing too with my friend Ren. I text him daily, and then I don't always talk about I don't always rant now, right? But yeah, sometimes when I want to rant, or when I want to express how I'm feeling, I will ask him, because I feel like this friend of mine Ren. I realize it sounds a bit weird because I said rent and ren. Ren is my friend name. It's his nickname, I think. Yeah, a nickname. Yeah, usually I call him Ren or Ren. So the other word I talk about is Rant. It's just like complaining and stuff. Just uh, expressing, saying your emotion. So this friend is very positive, and very very often I just spam a bunch of 50 texts, and then just start complaining about stuff. And I feel like I never really asked, is my friend up for this? Because as as positive person is, they have downtime too. And I think, I feel like I'm not right to just always put myself in the center, and oh, I'm feeling sad right now, so right now I must talk to you and I must let my feeling out so I feel better. So yeah, that's something I'm learning too, to try to calm down, give myself time first, because I think it's like a habit that I want to tell so I can feel better, or I want to listen to your opinion, something like that. But the thing is, like, my emotions sometimes, i'm not I'm not stable yet at that moment. I might be very angry, so the way I type may be different compared to afterwards. So that's something I want to learn. See, I talk like 40 minutes, but I've never really put like, oh, point one, point two, point three. Actually, if I do that, it will be nice too, to have like a comparison of what I am right now and who I was back then. So, but you know what? That's all right. Maybe I'll, maybe I'll do it one day. But right now, I just feel like whatever is in my head, I just wanna talk about it. So wait, maybe I'll just. I think I should stop the video first, because I think it will end at 15 minutes. Oh, I just realized actually the what I say. It's not the recorder that stops. It's actually the camera. I think maximum is only 15 minutes, and still haven't fixed it. Maybe there's no way to fix. I don't know, but I can't be bothered right now. So I think. Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't drink this like right now when I try to talk, because I feel like there's so much saliva and water in my mouth. But you know what? I'm gonna drink it. Alright. Forgive me for that. So oh yeah, so I was talking about, I was being more. I remember I even talked to my sister about it. If I can choose to be positive or negative, I would choose to be negative. And then now think about it, it's a bit wild, but I can understand that. I did explain, because I would much rather to live in the reality, which I mentioned. God damn it, man! Why am I making fun of my past self? Uh, but alright. So my idea is that uh, fuck, I don't remember what I actually says. But I mean, right now, as for me, at 21 years old, finally I can say I'm 21. Uh, my perspective is like, sometimes because we are too busy to want things to get better, we want to be happier, we want to be healthier, some of us might want to be richer, more famous, and all that. I think it's good. I mean, everyone wants different thing, so I don't think it's right to just hate on others. You can criticize. I think you can have opinion, but I think it's important not to just hate on someone because of what they want. you know Someone might want a very expensive car, and that's their choice. It's not something such as wasteful or something. They have the money, they can afford it, then they buy for their own and they're happy with it. And maybe I don't want a car. I won't want a car. I mean, not. Maybe I don't want an expensive car like a Lambo or Ferrari or something like that. Maybe I just want a very cheap car. It could be like a, I don't know if pickup truck was supposed to be expensive. Could be. I mean, modern days pickup truck could be expensive, but I quite like pickup truck. So it's kind of like sitting at the back and then just feeling the wind. You're relaxing. But I don't know if it's actually illegal to do that. I mean, it's not so safe, I guess. But that's not the point. So everyone have different approach to things. So I don't think it's rightfully to just hate on one thing. You know, I might like cartoon, you might like anime, and we are just so different. And about the pessimistic thing, I understand that. I try to how to say, like, I want to be a my idea actually is not too much different compared to right now, because the idea is to I want to be able to live and to live under this pressure, this live under this negativity, instead of constantly wanting to be positive because I want to avoid this pain and sorrow. I think no, yeah, yeah. So it's actually nothing too wild. I mean, right now, when I try to uh, understand it, explaining to you guys, it's actually not so crazy of idea. So especially when I discover Stoicism and Buddhism a little bit, I'm quite interested in Buddhism. I want to explore it in the future. I think Buddhism is, to me, it's more than just a religion. It's more of like a philosophy. It's a way of viewing life, how to act upon it. So I think, yeah. Shit, my mind my mind went blank. I still experiencing this when my mind is just like my mind went blank. It's just like, but I know it will take time. I've, because very often I just live in my head. I just even when I'm like bathing, having a bath, I just think about what's next, and I never fully live in the moment, which I feel quite kind of bad, to be honest, because I'm so busy worrying about if I'm gonna mess up things, if this event is gonna be fun, or if that scenario is gonna be cool, or anything. If I'm gonna say something wrong, or if I'm gonna act on anything that makes someone feel uncomfortable, or if I'm gonna happen to harm someone through my action. So I think that's something I want to learn as well. I think I've been learning from time to time. I don't necessarily, you know, uh, fully grasp on it, but I think it's something that I'm learning. Oh yeah, right. Back to the pessimistic thing. So it's been a while. I think especially since last December or November, that's when I realized, you know what? I don't have to choose one side when it comes to positivity or negativity. I can actually just have both. It's kind of like the idea of yin yang. I think right now it makes sense, because I feel like as a person myself, I need both. Yeah, maybe the sadness or grief and all that might feel unpleasant, especially if people always tell you not to feel this, to avoid it. It's just a small matter, something like that. I mean, they weren't to be blamed. I think, like I said, sorry, if everyone have like very different opinion on things. So you know, but if you're watching this, and if I'm watching this in the future, I just want you to know we all struggle from time to time, no matter how big or small, trivial or significant. I think struggling is a struggling, and I hope that we're here for one another to support and give love. And more importantly, if when you feel like there's no one is there for you, remember that you still have yourself. And like I said, if you are a believer or anything, so remember that God is there. Remember that the nature is there for you. So yeah, I think I don't know what else do I want to say actually. I think looking back at my past life, uh, I do feel kind of a bit upset, I guess, because I feel like I didn't be there for myself. Even now, I feel like I don't always do that. And especially going through a lot of tough time, I just often blame myself for what I what I experienced. But I'm also proud, to be honest. I'm glad that right now I am who I am right now. I'm not the best, lah, obviously. I still have a lot of unhealthy habit. I still struggle with some addictions, and you know it's uneasy. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest because I think the past 7 years, man, I've been having so many unhealthy habits. It stacks up, So what can I expect to change in 1 year? But to be honest, to compare with back then, I really changed a lot, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm thankful for whoever is there to support and show me so much love, man. And yeah, I am proud of myself. I'm not like I'm not like the happy proud, and I'm not come more like a tired proud, but I'm also proud because I know things will take time to change, and there are concern actually. I mentioned that I think last night I mentioned that I've been feeling overwhelmed and with different things. I think one of the thing was about my health and being. I have this skin condition. My eyes, my vision is down bad. And even though last time I have this surgery on my nose, sometimes I still feels a bit irritated. Like, it feels like there's always those kind of sinuses there a bit, and by sneezing it out, it make my belly more stressed. So yeah, and yeah, quite a lot of issue lah with my body. I have this. I might talk about it deeper in a different video. I think I'm gonna title it as unhealthy habit. But yeah, another thing is like I have this urination problem. It's been years already, a year. So, but it's very normal to just tell people like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be okay. But to be honest, I fear a lot too. I worry a lot too. But I will get it checked out and to see how. And you know what? It's something I want to learn too. If something that it's awful, it's gonna happen inevitably. I'm just gonna have to learn to accept it. Have to deal with it. But yeah, I think especially it feels awful. If you know that what happened to you is because of your own action. My if like I have some sort of illness, it's because of my habits. You know that caused it. So, but I don't want to blame myself too. Even though right now I'm still doing it, I still have this unhealthy habit. I don't want to blame myself in the present nor in the past because I know changes need time, and feel like beating myself up. What's gonna do anyway? It's not gonna benefit me. It's just gonna make me feel more awful. So I feel like through this compassion, through self love and self care is one way to really help myself to grow and to make changes. I'm not really that type of hustling, gonna push as hard as possible. I think there's nothing wrong with that because everyone is different again. So for me, I want to find ways that may help me. Is it still recording? Please tell me it is. Oh, okay. I sure hope it's still recording. If it's not, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But you know what? Whether I'm gonna, let's just say if the middle part is gone just like that, at least I'm talking about it, and I myself know it's enough. So, uploading to YouTube is just it's a way to just share with others my thoughts and emotion too. Since I'm a person who like to share a lot. So, yeah, happy birthday, man! Happy birthday to me. And I told myself that my birthday might not be happy, but whatever it is, I'm gonna take my time to feel how I feel. I'm gonna welcome the what might happen to me because I don't control everything. Even though if I can control my own action, my own habit, and all that, but I'm not gonna one day and all of a sudden and change. It's gonna take practice, just like in Stoicism that virtue cannot be taught. It needs practice day in day out. So yeah, I'll see you next time. I haven't really been making a lot of artwork because I feel I realized it was very unhealthy of me to take to feel off. I mean, it was very unhealthy of me to have this mindset to oh, if I make artwork every week or every day, then only means I'm productive. Then only I will feel good about myself. So which is why I'm taking a break. Like I think it's been a month. Or I think something like that. But yeah, uh, I know I really love art, and now I'm looking forward to make more. Uh, if you are up, you can always come and what do I say, hop along, hop along with with my art journey and just journey my life journey as well. So thank you to whoever was watching, and thank you to myself for still being here for another day. I'm grateful for everything despite of you know all the awful things, because life is not perfect, and I want to be able to accept and embrace all the imperfection of in life and with myself. So that's it. I see you. Should I do like a thumbnail fish? Like alright, see you. Oop. Alright, let me push. God damn it, man. So hard to press the stop recording button. Alright, bye.